What up, figure freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing an action figure review of Hasbro's Transformers Age of the Primes Megatronus the Fallen. Now we're coming across the side of the box. We got the little Pantheon set here of all the statues of the Primes. Tillall one on the top, says Leader Class on the bottom. On the back of the box, we got a bunch of action shots, including his cannon, robot mode, and his alt mode, which is a tank. And of course, we got a nice little piece of art on the other side of the box here. Kind of has a Soundwave look to his face. I've heard that that face is the design for the Decepticon symbol. I've heard other things, but whatever. And then let's see here, just to get out of the glare of the plastic window box. Here's a little look at the figure itself. There's the cannon down here. Looks like he's got a little sword. So let's open this big beast up and see what Megatronus is all about. All right, out of the box, but still strapped into his little cardboard backer here. This is a big, beefy boy, and he comes with quite a bit of accessories here. We got his big cannon, we got his sword, we got this little thing. It's probably some kind of an extension thing that plugs in either his cannon or his sword. And then of course in here in this little baggie we got his flame effects. So just a quick look at that. We also got the instruction booklet right here for his 38 steps of transformation. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. Out of the box, just going to take a quick peek at all these accessories. So that little baggie that was on the lower right-hand corner of the cardboard backer box had all this stuff in it. So you got like whatever this is, you got this looks like the blades of a battle axe, and then you got kind of a little missile launcher, it looks like, right there, and that's gonna plug into some part of Megatronus's, I'm gonna guess somewhere up here on the upper body. And then you got these cool flame effects that plug in pretty nicely. You want the flames to be going upwards, and then you got this little tab here, and it's gonna go into these holes on the shoulder, I believe. So let's plug that in just like that. We're going to do the other side, same thing. There's the tab, hole in the shoulder there, right there. And then we're going to plug that baby in. So he's got those flame effects, which look pretty good. And then you got these two, which also have the pegs there in the bottom, so you're gonna stick them up, sticking straight up, and they're back here on the shoulders somewhere. Yep, way back. So there's the little peg holes right there. You're gonna pop them in like so. And there you got a flaming Megatronus, looking wicked. This guy, I feel like, is built a lot like Tarn with these legs. Kind of reminds me of Tarn in a way. Pretty wicked figure, man. He's beefy, too. He's huge. Check out that head sculpt. Kind of samurai-ish. A little bit of Soundwave in there, kind of. And Soundwave is, you know, maybe I'm just seeing Soundwave because I love Soundwave. He's one of my favorite characters. I think this goes onto this, which was in the backer board box. You're going to pop it on here, I believe. Come on, what's going on? There we go. So there's your axe. Cybertronian axe, looking pretty badass. We already looked at this little missile launcher thing. Not sure what this thing is yet. Oops. But we'll figure that out eventually. I can't hold on to it. Then we got the big old cannon here. And then, of course, this wicked looking blade. Nice sword there. All right, we're going to do some articulation next. All right, let's go through some articulation, and I'll talk a little bit about MEGATRONUS, or the Falling. He's one of the original 13 primes, and he is the most powerful of the prime. As I twist his head around, he looks down a little bit, but he kind of looks at his own body. Looks up just a tad, but not too much. Oops, sorry about that. His flames are kind of blocking that out. Got the shoulders that pop up like this. This thing kind of slides out of the way so you can get the full extension up there like that. This one doesn't have that problem because it doesn't have that big thing at the top of the shoulder. They twist around like that. So Megatron actually looked up to MEGATRONUS and basically took his name in ode to MEGATRONUS. This guy is known as the first Decepticon, but he's also known as the Fallen, because much like Megatron, he was manipulated by Unicron, and so he ends up betraying the rest of the primes. Got the single joint on the elbow here. You got the twist of the hand. And then actually the fingers do open up from a fist to an open hand. But most pegs for the guns will just fit right into that and pop in there. But you got a little more articulation. And the hand there, you got a waist twist. This figure is very, I would say, almost like mech looking. You can bring up the legs like this, but when you do that, you want to take these two little things on the side or else they'll pop off. Kind of move them out of the way like that. He does a pretty good splits. I'd say this is some really nice articulation. So you got like kind of a thigh cut way up here by the crotch area, but you also got it down by the knee. Look at this. So right here, right at the knee, it twists. So you have a thigh cut and you have a knee cut, and then you got a single jointed knee, goes up like that. Pretty good range of motion right there. Look at that. Kicks his own butt. You don't see that with Transformers too often. Other than that, you just got the tilt on the ankle there just to make standing not an issue. And this figure is sick. The paint looks great. Very Tarn style looking with the feet. Thick, beefy body. Got the signature Decepticon colors. Purple, gray, black. You got these little yellow accents coming out here. It's almost like he's made out of fire, and it's just bursting out at the shoulders and the back here. And you see all these little glimmers of light that almost looks like flames are coming out. Like he's just built on energy, and he's badass. But yeah, big beefy figure. Let's figure out where all these weapons go, and then we'll get into transformation. All right, just a little FYI. Also, there's, with the tilt at the ankle, it can kind of go like this. So you got that range of motion. So you got that tilt, and then of course you got this tilt as well. So it's a little loosey going this way. When you got a lot of weight in the back, he kind of just kept falling back like that. But just to let you know, all his weapons will plug into his back. You actually have 4 spaces back here, And you got places all over the forearm, in the hands, everywhere. So you got lots of storage for this guy. So you got the cannon here. We're going to pop that off. So you got the 2 holes right here. And then, of course, a hole here on the side and another hole on this side where we got his blade plugged in. We're going to put in his cannon. And then this is basically for the tank mode. You pop on this barrel here. But I'm going to leave it on. And I'm going to plug it into Megatronus here. He is going to look ill. Look at that big old thing. Oh, Megatron, eat your heart out, dude. Wow. And then let's pull out this battle axe. It's a big, beefy battle axe weapon. So we're going to put it on the opposite of the cannon there. Slides in pretty nicely. It's almost like a trident. Looks pretty brutal. And then we're going to pull out his sword. And we're going to put it in his hand. He's weaponed up big time. Oh, got to open the hand for this guy. And then you're going to pop it in there. Let's see here. There we go. And then you just shut that hand. Pretty stiff, but this guy is wicked, I gotta say. I'm having fun with this guy, and I've waited, I think I got him like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, perhaps, and he's been sitting in the box. Let's see here. Yeah, these guys want to keep popping out, so let's see here. Get him in a pretty decent pose if I can. There we go. Look at that. This guy is rad, I gotta say. And I'm being honest here, I don't look forward to the transforming part, but I get through it and I kind of wing it, and it sucks, and there's a lot of pausing on the video and kind of checking the booklet. So I'd advise you, if you guys ever do reviews, transform your Transformer like 2 or 3 times and get comfortable with it, because otherwise you're going to look like a fool like me. So, I'm just having fun, and I don't take it too seriously, but I want everyone to have fun and enjoy this video. So I like it to flow and be cohesive, but I also, fuck around and have fun. So that's what it's all about, guys. But I gotta say, this figure is dope. He looks so nice. Let me get kind of more of a bird's eye view here. But this is one of the meanest, most ferocious looking Decepticons I have seen. So we're going to get into the transformation next. Bear with me, guys. Let's do it. Megatronus. All right, time to do transformation. It's 38 steps, so it's going to take a while. So first one is going to be folding in the fists. You're going to want to push down on these fists like so. And it pops out like that, and you're just going to grab the fist, fold it inside like that, and then press it, close it. And then you're going to take that bicep swivel and you're going to twist it around twice. So second turn, get off. And basically, so this gappy part is pointing upward, you're going to go up like that. You're going to do the same thing to this side. Once again, take the fists, push them downward, little hatch opens up, fold in the fist, tuck it in there just like so. And then again, you're going to twist that bicep swivel, not once, but twice. Gappy part is going upward, and then you're going to take this little cannon thing or lens or whatever, put it back here, and once again, you're going to go like that. So that's how it should look. Then you're going to hit these shoulders and pull them out. Now, I forgot to mention during articulation, there is somewhat of a butterfly joint here, so you can kind of go like this. Let's see here, like that. See that? That just pops out. So we're going to do it again like this, kind of work it out like that. And it's popped out just like so. So far, pretty easy. All right, next up, we're just going to take the head and we're just going to flip it around. Then you're going to go down to the waist and you're going to twist that 180 degrees. So it looks like that. And then you're going to take this thing, pop that open. So just this door here in case you didn't see it. Just pops open. Like that. And then you're going to take these two missile launcher things on his hip and lift them up. Just got to make sure you do that now because later on they're going to get in the way. So, all right. Then I believe next we want to pull this out. Boom, like so. So chest is coming up. I think these guys, these little wings up here fold up. This is gonna be crazy. All right, so after pulling this up, you're gonna take this little second chest thing and pop it out just like so. It just folds right out. All right. You're gonna take this part up here, kind of give it a good yank. And then, yep. Oh wow, this thing really goes down. So this just falls way down. There's like a little arm up here. Comes down and you're gonna yank this guy out like so. And this is about where you're gonna see, pardon my cough, the tank treads are gonna start kind of coming to life here. All right, next you're gonna take this one little part here and you're gonna spin it around. So it's just this outer part. This thing stays affixed. And then you just spin it around like that. So these little flappers should be inward. Okay? And then we're gonna start working on these tank treads here. How do I do this again? I think it's, you take this. Yeah. Bring it up like that. Oops, sorry. You didn't see that. It was like this. Swings up like that. Locks into place like so. Then I think you want to bring it kind of over here. And then you're going to pull this thing out. And then it actually twists around. And then you're going to swing it up and lock it in place with those treads. So it's like the top of a tank almost. And then of course you're going to want to do it to this side as well. Take the treads, flip them up like so. Pull it out. Yank on these spikes here. Bring it up. Twist it. And it kind of locks into place there. So just to get a good look at what you should be looking at now. All right, next we're gonna go to the side here, get a little profile shot here. You're gonna take this head and you're gonna kind of bring it down like that, and then, oops, geez, I keep going out of view here. Sorry, guys. Go like that, and then this just goes down like that. All right, so that means that these pegs here are going to latch into these ports. So we'll swing this around, plug that in, swing this one around, plug that in. That's how it should look. All right. And then you're gonna just take this thing up here like this. And then now we're gonna go down to the bottom. This is what you should be looking at so far. Oh, come on, that didn't lock in. You telling me that? Come on. Okay, well, there's your tank treads. All right, next we're going down to the lower half of the body. You're gonna go to the thigh here, right where this hinge is, and you're gonna pop it outward. It's not really easy. Do it to the other side. It's kind of stiff. Oh, there we go, we got it. And then what's gonna happen here is this tab up here is gonna pop on the inside, right in there. So you're just gonna bring this up like so, right? Because this should be locked in. There we go. Same thing with over here. There we go. Locks in, so it locks in right about there. Okay. Next, you're gonna go down to the feet. Let's see here. This thing folds out. Then you're gonna pop open the tread. You're gonna take the foot and you're gonna fold it in. And I think, no, it doesn't lock in anywhere. You just fold it in, and then you're gonna bring the tread back down, and it's gonna lock into place. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take this little hole here, and you're gonna fold this all the way around, and you're gonna plug it in right there. So line it up and turn it and plug it in. I think I got it. Yep. And then of course do the same thing with this. That panel pops out and it stays popped out. Pop the tread, fold in that foot, fold the tread back down, and then twist until it matches up with this one, and lock it into place there. There we go. And we're starting to kind of see the tank coming here, at least the lower half. You're getting both front and back treads there. So what is to happen next? All right, next you're gonna take this upper chest part that we got out of the way earlier, and you're gonna fold it over like that. Now you're gonna see these two little tabs there. You're gonna put them in these ports, which were on the panels that we just plugged in down here. So we're gonna bring that over. We're gonna get these kind of out of the way. You just fold those down and plug them in. And there we go. Think we got it? Boom. Did we get it? Think we did. All right. And then you're gonna bring these kind of inward like this. Till you're about sitting about, oh, dang it, this didn't plug in, but you should be looking about like that. So this thing folded in, locked in here, both sides, and then you just kind of work the arms in here with these butterfly joints just in a little bit. Now we're gonna add the cannon down the middle here, and I'm sure it's gonna lock into these things, one of these pegs, and then this thing will kind of close in around it. Hey, I'm just going to reiterate real quick here. So when I folded this down, there was actually a little peg right here and it slides in here. So do that one first and then get these two that snap into this thing, these two panels. So there's a couple of pegs right about there. There's some holes in there. So just make sure you get this one plugged in first. And you can see it from this side. It's just kind of a bitch. So just wanted to make that clear. Now we're going to put together the cannon here. And so I think what we do is, this is the extension or the barrel. You're going to, I think, take this. How do we do this? Does this pop up? There we go. So that just kind of pops out like that. And then it folds down and locks like that. And then you're going to take where this peg is here. You're going to do a little digging and fold it out. I think. Come on. There we go. Ow. So this thing folds out like so. All right. So we got this part pops out. Comes forward, locks in, this thing gets folded outward. Then you take this little cannon here and you align it. I think you want the little aimer thing at the top so it aligns with this thing right here. And there you have it. All right, so then, let's see here. We got this. Where is this guy gonna go? I think you just go like this. Pop it in here. Fold this thing inward. And fold this thing in. And then they're gonna kind of meet in the middle. Alright, so we're gonna try that one more time. That was a little messy. But yeah, you're just gonna plug in one side like so. And then you're gonna bring it in here and plug it in on this side. Get it nice and tight. You can raise that cannon a little bit. It is articulated. You can move it side to side like so, which is pretty awesome. But when you're moving it, sometimes this thing will come unaligned with the rest of it, or it'll all just look all messed up like that. So you just want to kind of keep them together like that. I kind of was wondering like, hey, can't they get something to lock in up here? But apparently that's not the case. So we just do it with these two snaps up here. And you just try to make it look good, I guess. And then you can take this missile launcher here, whoops, and fold it up. Or can you? I don't know. Yeah, you should be able to, right? Well, this thing is moving. And then you can point that in the direction. I think you can do the same thing with this, right? No? Well, interesting. And does this even come off? No. Okay. Well, there you have it. And also he's got 4 working wheels down here, unlike like Bone Crusher. So he can roll. And so, I mean, Megatronus, Megatron, it's basically just like Megatron in his tank alt mode. For some reason, this looks very sloppy to me. I just gotta tighten it up. Hold on here. All right, so pretty awesome once I got it all tightened up. But yeah, it's a good looking vehicle. It's awesome. Just gotta play around with it a little bit. It does roll, not very far, but it does. You give it a good push. Flame effects here, you can pretty much lock them in anywhere. Like you could put them I think you can put them here if you really wanted to. Maybe not. But they definitely fit right here. So in those forearm ports. It's like some fucking Hellraiser, Ghost Rider shit, kind of. It's like a nightmare. Get these back here, maybe. I don't know, does that look kind of cool? Flames just burning up everywhere. And then I think there's still... you can connect these, his dagger and his axe, and then you can port these into the side here. Wait, where do these go? Where do these go? Right here? Wow. Is that right? Or you could do, wow, you could do it on either side, right? Yeah. So let's put this blade over here. And then the axe over here. You know what? Let's do the axe right here. There we go. Look at that. It's like a fucking death machine, man. Wow. And I guess, well... wow. Crazy. Well, that transformation, I'm spent. I'm tired. I need a nap now after doing that. But it was fun, man. It was crazy. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get him back to robot form for comparison. So, you know, it might take a day or two. But yeah, I'm going to say this guy's getting an 8.5. The robot mode is awesome. This mode is really slick. I like it. The paint is great. He looks really good. He's solid. So 8.5, and he could go on my like top 10 overall for 2025, or maybe my top 25 since it's 2025. I don't know. We'll see how many really good ones that we get this year, but seems like it's going to be a good year. Might be an expensive year, but should be pretty fun. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully things don't get too out of control crazy. So let me transform this guy back and we'll do some comparisons. Hey, before I get into comparisons, I just want to show you, he's got a lot of storage for weapons, whether he's in alt mode or robot form. But I mean, you can either put like his sword or his axe into his hands. The fingers do fold out. You just pop them in. Otherwise, there's plenty of room on the back. There's even room, maybe not on the legs, but on the arms, in the hands, on the shoulders, I guess, so to speak. But plenty of storage room. And then for the silencer or the barrel or whatever, I learned that you can fold this out. So just take this peg and you just press it this way. And then you can pop it into the back like so. And kind of have him, well, if you pull this thing out. Kind of like Megatron when he kind of had that barrel kind of sticking out off of his right shoulder there. Pretty cool. So he's weaponed up. He's a badass character and a badass figure. I mean, this thing is great. Look at this guy. He just looks like a death machine. Swords, axes, cannons, fire, flames everywhere. So yeah, this guy's getting an 8 for sure. An easy 8. I might actually change it and go up later on. I don't know if I feel inspired to come back and change it, but at least an 8 we're gonna say right now. Let's bring in some comparisons. I was talking before about how this guy is very, oh, look at that, very reminiscent of some other characters, and one of which is Soundwave. Uh-oh, you gonna stand up, Soundwave? Well, I fix this guy. What a disaster. We're gonna keep rolling though, damn it. So we got Soundwave, and then we're gonna bring in Tarn. So people once kind of said, like back in the day, that Soundwave's head was based off the Decepticon symbol. See that on his chest there? This is the Siege version of Soundwave, and he's got, the old school looking face. And Tarn actually took the symbol off of a fellow fallen Decepticon and ripped it off, and then fused it to his own face. So are both of these guys, I know that Megatron really looked up to Megatronus, but maybe these guys did too. And so you can kind of see that. I've seen Soundwave with this kind of like headdress looking thing here. So, and I don't know, there's other things like Tarn's feet. Of course, Megatronus is so much bigger, but similar engineering, I guess. So there, we got Soundwave and Tarn. And right here, we got Megatronus alongside the Siege Megatron and Galvatron. Big size difference here. Megatron's coming in last. He's actually the smallest. I guess he should be, because every one of these is an upgrade. I wonder what happened if Megatron and Galvatron teamed up to fight Megatronus. Who would be the victor then? Let's check out some Autobots. Alright, now we got Megatronus alongside a few other Primes. Megatronus, after all, is one of the 13 original Primes. This is the leader of the Primes, Prima Prime. He's got his cool sword there with the Matrix plugged into it. Pretty decent figure. Then we got the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Lovely figure. Then we got little Bumblebee down here, and just, to see how small a human would be compared to Megatronus, we got little Frenzy, or Rumble, but I call him Frenzy because he's red. Rumble's blue. Come on, guys. So there we have it. Once again, he's getting an easy 8. Yeah, really awesome figure. Robot form is awesome. The transformation is kind of long and grueling. I'm glad I'm done with it. I don't have many Transformers to do coming up. I might do Jetfire maybe, but that might be a long ways down. I got these guys coming up first. Some Star Wars, some wrestling. Just to look at my mess of a little studio here. Guys, thanks so much again for watching. I truly appreciate everything. I love all the subscriptions. I appreciate them all. Every one of you guys. Coming up is going to be some Star Wars and some wrestling, of course. I got that SummerSlam William Regal Build-A-Figure set over here. So that's coming up. I'm really only interested in the Build-A-Figure, so we'll see how many of these guys I actually open up. But I did hit 100 subs. I thank you guys for that. I told a guy who asked that he wanted to see my wrestling collection and my top 10 wrestlers that I own. We're going to do that coming up next. So expect that to drop either tonight or tomorrow. All right, guys. So 8 on the figure. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll always hit you back. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all watching once again. Peace out. I bow to no one.